Good morning. My name is Vandana Dubey. In this lecture, we are studying about number system. As we know, there are four types of number system: binary number system, decimal number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. So, we know the arithmetic operations of the decimal number system. We need to know the arithmetic operations of the binary number system. So, arithmetic operations of the binary number system. As we know, there are only two numbers in the binary, 1 and 0. So, base of the binary number system is 2. 2 indicates that this number system have only two numbers, 1 and 0. With the combination of 1 and 0, we can make any type of number. As we know that in case of decimal number system, there are only 10 numbers from 0 to 9. In case of octal number system, there are only 8 numbers from 0 to 7, and in case of hexadecimal number system, there are 16 numbers from 0 to 15. So, in this lecture, we are talking about arithmetic operations of the binary number system. So, basically there are four types of arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, division and multiplication. So, first is binary addition. Binary addition. So, as we know, there are only two numbers, 0 and 1. So, 0 plus 0 will be 0, 0 plus 1 will be 1, 1 plus 0 will be 1, and 1 plus 1 will be 0 with carry 1. So, remember these 4 points: 0 plus 0 0, 0 plus 1 1, 1 plus 0 1, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 with carry 1. 1 plus 1 will be 2 in case of decimal. So, we know that binary of the 2 is 1 0. So, in binary addition, 0 indicate the sum and 1 indicate the carry. So, that is why we are writing here 1 plus 1 is equal to 0 sum with carry 1. So, for example, there are two numbers A 1 0 1 1 and second is B 1 1 0 0. We need the result of A plus B. So, A plus B means 1 0 1 1 plus 1 1 0 0. So, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 0 plus 1 1 and 1 plus 1 0 with carry 1. So, result of A plus B is 1 0 1 1 1. We can also cross check the subtraction, cross check the addition with the help of convert these binary numbers into the form of the decimal. So, what will be the decimal of these binary numbers? 1 1 0 1. So, we can use the concept of 1 2 4 8 16. 1 2 4 8 16 indicate means 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 square, 2 cube and so on. So, at the place of 1 we have 1, at the place of 2 we have 1, at the place of 4 we have 0, but at the place of 8 we have 1. So, at which place we have some value, so we can add these. So, 8 plus 2 plus 1. So, 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11. Same use the concept of 1 2 4 8 for this number. So, 1 2 4 8. 1 2 4 8. 8 plus 4 12. So, result will be in case of decimal 2 plus 1 3 and 1 plus 1 2. So, check this resultant, if the result of 1a plus b in case of binary is 23, then we can say that this additional process is correct. So again use the concept of 1, 2, 4, 8 for this. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. 16 plus 4, 20 plus 2, 22 plus 1, 23. So that means 11 plus 12, 23. If 11 plus 12 is 23 in case of decimal, then 1011 plus 1100 will be 10111 in case of binary. Next is binary subtraction. Binary subtraction, 0 minus 0 will be 0, 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1 will be 1 with borrow 1, 1 minus 0, 1, and 1 minus 1 will be 0. So see this point, in case of binary addition, 1 plus 1 will be 0 with carry 1, but in case of binary subtraction, 0 minus 1 will be 1 with borrow 1. So take the example A minus B. Let A is 1100 and B is 1001. This is our A and this is B. So A minus B. 0 minus 1, see here, 0 minus 1, 1 with borrow 1. So 0 minus 1, 1 with borrow 1. Remember this point, in case of binary addition, always write carry in the top, but in case of binary subtraction, write the borrow in the downside. So 0 minus 1, 1, borrow 1. Again 0 minus 1, 1, borrow will be 1. Now 1 minus 0, 1, and 1 minus 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 0. So in this particular case, in case of the binary subtraction, we also use the concept of the decimal subtraction. So convert these binary numbers into the form of the decimal. Again use the concept of 1, 2, 4, 8. So 8 plus 4, this is 12. That means 1100. Decimal of the 1100 is 12. And decimal of the 1001 means 8 plus 1, this is 9. So decimal of 1100 is 12 and decimal of 1001 will be 9. 12 minus 9 will be 3. So check the binary number. This is 1, 2, 4, 8. 2 plus 1, 3. That means 1100 minus 1001 will be 0011. So if in case of decimal our answer is correct, then in case of binary our answer will also be the correct. Binary multiplication. Zero into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 1 into 0, 0, and 1 into 1 is equal to 1. 1, 0, 1 into 1, 1. 101, decimal of the 101 is 5 and decimal of the 11 is 3. So now 1, 0, 1 into, by multiply 101 by using this second one. So this is again 101. Now use the concept of the binary addition for this purpose. So this is 1, 1, 1, 1. We can cross check the result by using again converting this binary number into the form of the decimal. So 101 is 5 and 11 is 3. 5 into 3 will be 15. So check the resultant by using the concept of 1, 2, 4, 8. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 1, 15. That means the binary multiplication process is correct. 101 into 11 will be 15 and 4 times 1 indicate that this is the representation of the 15 in case of the binary number system process. Next is binary division. All the arithmetic operations of the binary number system are same as the decimal number concept system. Zero divided by 0, 0. 0 divided by 1, this is also 0. 1 divided by 0, as we know, this will be the infinity, and 1 divided by 1, this will be the 1. So take one example for this concept also. 1, 1 divide 1, 1, 0, 0 by 1, 1. 1, 1 means 3, double 1, double 0 means 12 in case of decimal. So if at this place, if we have only 2 bits, so we need to use the group of 2 bits here for the same purpose. So 1, 1. Now use the concept of the binary subtraction in case of binary division. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Next 0. So here will be 0. Then copy this 0. So here will be 0. So our answer is 100. Now cross check the result by multiplying this double 1 with 100. So double 1 into 100 will be 12. 0, 0 into 0, 0 into 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1. So double 100. Here we have double 100, and in this particular case we also have double 100. That means 1, 1 indicate 3 in decimal and double 100 indicate 4 in decimal. So 3 into 4 will be 12, and here we have 12. So these are the 4 binary operations: binary subtraction, binary addition, binary multiplication, and binary division. We use the same concept for the designing of the combinational circuit. So first of all, we need to know the difference between the combinational circuit and sequential circuit. Combinational circuits are those circuits whose output depends only on the present value of the input, and sequential circuits are those circuits whose output depends on the present value of the input as well as the previous value of the outputs. So we can use the arithmetic operations for designing the combinational circuit as well as sequential circuit. Combinational circuits. Combinational circuits are those circuits whose output depends only on the present value of the input. Basically, adder, subtractor, multiplexer, these are the type of the combinational circuit. Flip-flop, register, counter, these are the type of the sequential circuit. So in this particular lecture, we are talking about half adder and full adder. half adder. Half adder is used to add only 2 bits of the binary. There are 2 inputs A and B, and there will be 2 outputs, sum and carry. Inputs, outputs. There are 2 inputs A and B, 2 outputs, sum and carry. So as we know, there are 2 inputs, so number of combinations will be 4, 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So 0 plus 0 will be 0. Here we use the concept of the binary addition. So 0 plus 0 0 and carry will be 0. 0 plus 1 1, carry will be 0. 1 plus 0 1, carry will be 0. But in case of 1 plus 1, resultant will be 0 and carry will be 1. Again 0 plus 0 0, carry 0. 0 plus 1 1, carry 0. 1 plus 0 1, carry 0. 1 plus 1 will be 0 and carry 1. Now, for designing the half adder, we need to know to identify the gate for sum and for carry. So, we see that sum result is 0 1 1 0. So, 0 1 1 0 indicate the output of the exclusive OR gate. Exclusive OR gate means XOR gate. XOR gate, this is the symbol of the exclusive OR gate. There are 2 inputs A and B and output will be Y. So, expression of the exclusive OR gate will be A bar B plus AB bar, and truth table for the OR gate, A, B, these are inputs and Y is the output. 2 inputs, so again will be 4 combinations 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. A bar B plus AB bar, 0 indicate the complement, so A bar B, for this particular position output will be high, and AB bar, so for this case output will be high. Remaining places output will be 0. So 0 1 we have 1, for 1 0 we have 1. So this expression is true for exclusive OR gate. So we can see that when inputs are 0 1 and 1 0, then output will be high. So this shows the exclusive OR gate. So we can see that summation for half adder is 0 1 1 0 and XOR gate indicate that output of the XOR gate is also 0 1 1 0. So for designing purpose of the half adder of sum, we can use a exclusive OR gate. Now for carry, we again need to find the gate. So we can see that output of the carry is 0001, 0001. So we can see that if we are using AND gate, this is the symbol of the AND gate. This is Y. Again, suppose there are 2 inputs A and B, then output will be A dot B. So output will be A dot B. That means A, B and Y 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. Sorry. 0 into 0, use the concept of the binary multiplication. 0 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 1 into 0, 0, and 1 into 1, 1. So, output of the AND gate is similar to the output of the carry of the half adder. In this particular case, we also have 0001, and here we also have 0001. That means for the designing purpose of the carry of the half adder, we can use the AND gate. So, for sum we can use a exclusive OR gate, and for carry we can use a AND gate. Half adder design. So, for sum we can use a exclusive OR gate. Inputs of the exclusive OR gate will be same as input of the half adder. So, at that place we are taking A and B as the output. So, A and B, in this case we have sum. For carry purpose we need to use a AND gate. So, this is the AND gate, and output of the AND gate is the carry of the half adder. This is the half adder design. By using this circuit, we can add two numbers A and B. So, if inputs are 2, then number of combinations will be 4. Next is full adder. Full adder. Full adder is the combination of two half adder. Half adder is used to add only 2 bits, and by using the full adder we can add 3 numbers. So, 3 numbers, let A, B and C. In this particular case, output will be 2, sum and carry. Sum and next is carry. By using the half adder we can add only 2 numbers, but by using the full adder we can add 3 numbers. So, if inputs are 3, then number of combinations will be 8. Sum and carry. A, B, C. Inputs are 3, number of combinations will be 8, 2 to the power 3, this is 8. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 1 from 0 to 7. 0 plus 0 plus 0 will be 0 and carry will be 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1, 1, carry will be 0. 0 plus 1, 1, carry will be 0. 0 plus 1, 1 and 1 plus 1, 0, carry will be 1. 1 plus 0, 1, carry will be 0. 1 plus 1, 0, carry will be 1. 1 plus 1, 0, carry will be 1. 1 plus 1, 0. 0 plus 1, 1 and carry will be 1. Now, for designing the full adder, we need to identify the logic gate for sum as well as logic gate for carry. So, combination of two half adder is called a full adder. If we are adding two half adder, then we can make a full adder. So, for the summation purpose, we can use two half adder. Two half adder means two exclusive OR gate, A and B, A, B. So this will be the sum. And for carry we can use the AND gate. That means, so we can say the combination of two half adder is equal to one full adder. So this combination of two exclusive OR gate will give us a sum, and combinations of three AND gate will be give a result of the carry. On the same basis we can design half subtractor and full subtractor. Thank you.